Thank you, Millicent Luamba. Teachers across the world celebrated World Teachers Day on Wednesday, October 5th. The day was created by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in 1994 to acknowledge and appreciate the teaching profession worldwide. Over the years, the day has become one of the most important occasions in the UN calendar, as it offers opportunities to reflect on ways to counter the challenges of teaching professionals. This year's celebrations come at a time when teachers will also be looking to President William Ruto, who during the campaigning period made a commitment to address inequalities in the education sector to ensure a level playing field for all. Bushedi Jr. brings us that story.
Teachers across the world marked World Teachers Day, celebrated on October 5th every year to acknowledge and appreciate the teaching profession worldwide.
Today we celebrate World Teachers Day, and it gives us a sense of immense honor and privilege and a sense of responsibility. Unlike we serve other communities of the society.
The theme this year is the transformation of education begins with teachers.
And as the theme of this year goes, the transformation of education begins with teachers, which is indeed a true statement. And on this transformational journey at Medihill, we join hands in terms of transforming the healthcare in this part of the world.
In Kenya, the events marked on this day advocate for bold action which needs to be taken by decision makers and all stakeholders to support teachers everywhere and recognize their critical role in shaping the future of education.
There's nothing as sweet as seeing a young child develop skills that they didn't come in having. For example, a child comes in that cannot even hold a pen, cannot read. By the end of the year, the child has acquired skills of writing, the child speaks good English.
Learning remains one of the most critical assets for any country to promote equitable growth and poverty reduction, and that cannot happen without a solid foundation. Teachers play an essential role in education, most especially in the lives of the students they teach in the classroom. What defines a teacher is his or her ability to teach students and a positive influence on them.
The Teacher Service Commission created a unified curriculum for teacher capacity building.
Generally, the role of a teacher in education goes beyond teaching. In today's world, teaching has different faces, and a teacher has to carry out the part of being an external parent, counselor, mentor, role model, and so on.
The chief principal of Sugai Girls. Just want to thank God because of the opportunity that I got to be in this school. Call it 1 year old. In this school we have quite a number of teachers. We have 24 TSC teachers, and beside that we also have 8 teachers who are on BOM terms.
While the education sector faces treacherous sources of inequality, including uneven quality and results, Kenya has embarked on ambitious reforms to address the quality issues rather than considering the job done by virtue of near universal access and coverage. On this Teachers' Day, Maisha TV, a partner of over 100 schools, highlights the journey of growth in academics and the role of teachers in achieving the education goals. Kenya's education sector has improved quickly despite a number of disruptions. Despite these gains, challenges abound. Kenya has huge regional inequalities in all education outcomes. While most counties exceed 12 expected years of school, very low outcomes are concentrated in a few counties in the north and the northeast of the country, in arid and semi-arid areas, with EYS as low as 6.5 years. Only in Nairobi County is near completing 12 years of learning adjusted years of school. education outcomes are much lower in rural areas, and for lower income populations, net enrollment rates (NER) are significantly higher in pre-primary, primary and secondary education for children from households in the top 20% of income distribution when compared to the bottom 20%.
Despite the elaborate programs, there is teacher shortage and uneven distribution of trained teachers, particularly in disadvantaged areas such as northern Kenya and Rift Valley, due to insecurity and teacher outflow, political and stakeholder interference in teacher distribution, and teachers' preference for urban and high potential areas.
The government embarked on ambitious reforms which sought to improve the quality of education through several approaches: a competency-based curriculum (CBC), reforming professional teacher development, textbook policy, and management practices at the local level.
To this effect, the government supplied learners digital devices, teacher digital devices, and projectors to primary schools. The integration of information, communication, and technology has been identified as one of the flagship projects to be used by teachers as a vehicle for delivering quality education. To encourage teacher digitization, the Ministry of Education identified ICT competencies for teachers, administrators, and education managers to ensure all levels have the necessary skills for ICT leadership. In addition, the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development created appropriate digital content for teaching and learning, while the Teacher Service Commission created a unified curriculum for teacher capacity building to embrace ICT integration in education.
These reforms have made Kenya a top education performer in Eastern and Southern Africa, according to the Kenya Economic Update Edition 25, aiming high, securing education to sustain recovery. Many teachers we spoke to admitted that teachers' role in the classroom, society, and the world at large have taken a different turn from what it was back in the day. Over time, teachers were given a specific curriculum to follow, as well as instructions on how to go about teaching the curriculum. In the world today, the teacher's role has gone beyond teaching. Their role now involves counseling of students, mentoring students, teaching students how to use and apply knowledge in their lives. Teachers are now looking for ways they can impact students on a whole different level and even inspire them to be more and do more.
We have kids doing art, weaving, making belts. There's a lot cooking. So we are believing that when they come out of school, they'll have a variety of things.
I see children coming up with a lot of skills. Skills are embraced here. And also the art, performing arts. We see, like when you look at a school like Applegate, they are the best school nationally when it comes to performing arts.
Hands-on knowledge, you have practical knowledge, and it's very engaging for the learners and as well as the parents.
Although teachers do not see themselves as role models per se, the truth is they actually are. The amount of time students spend with teachers each day or week makes it possible for them to have a certain level of influence on the students. It is now down to the teacher to make this influence positive or negative. Being a teacher goes beyond just teaching according to the curriculum. It is about grooming in the child. Teachers don't only impart knowledge, but they also help with character building as well. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushebi Jr.